magic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Mike. Ready, blue 80, black 25. Check. Watch a slant. Slam. 25.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Ready for this, man. Hey, high 7. Y'all playing the wrong football. Showing up. 21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 23 yards the pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go. Ready. 25. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Gun. Check three. Slam. Hey, South.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 50 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 24.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go. 180! 58, right there. You.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 2nd down now, Richard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Go. 280! Kill.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Space. Let's get in there. Check. Check the backer. Check. Ready to go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Got it. Check 26. Check 13.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here we go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Double dog.
On first down, Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. 64.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
Philadelphia.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
36. Check 31.
Let's go. Great. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephen Weatherly. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Wild. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That good for 22 and a first down.
That's good.
21-0 our score after 1.
Check. Lucky. Whip. Watch the whip. 25.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Ready. 57. That's right, baby.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, 25.
Good trap. Jam.
This is Freeman on first and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, it's Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Ito Smith, his first carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10.
We got 4.
51. Stop. Ready to go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Don't be mad. It's more coming.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but second and 13 here. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimal.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
At the 48-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Wentz now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tighten up.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Now Wentz, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Be ready, be ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
March 50. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 4, check 4. Shift, watch the shift.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
51, jump!
2nd down and goal. Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 52. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's a screen to Richard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Shotgun snap and then to give to Sanders. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Here we go, D. Kill. Check. Hey,
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
53, Mike 53. Hey, wahoo. Shoot. Check the hot read. Hey, 59, ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
53 is the mic.
Bravo.
We're getting some penetration. Say. Back.
11.
Showing it.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
I'm coming after you. Kill.
Wait.
Bang. Check three. Slam.
Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Sponge! 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 No! Watch out!
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And some space here.
Go! It's wrong!
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
No. Off. Big check. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Check the backer.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Matt Longacre. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, it's Wentz. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Matt Wild now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wentz dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Watch the run. They're running.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Marcel Aitman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Freeman again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Down, get it, back 25. You bet. 51, ready to go.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Mike.
280.
65, 65, 65.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them,